It's Maroon Devil football here on the Maroon Devils Network. Gary Ayers along with the coach, Rod White, as we see our Maroon Devil captain start walking down those steps. And, Coach, that brings back a lot of memories when we see guys start coming down that hill into the stadium.
Always coming down those steps right there. There's a lot of great memories. A lot of funny things happen on those steps. And over the years, it was interesting to hear those kids coming down through there and those cleats clacking on that on those concrete steps. It just kind of made for a whole lot more excitement.
It really did, and this rivalry has been going on for so many years. Of course, we go back to when it was part of the Smoky Mountain Conference 2A, when we were in there with, of course, Murphy, Swain, Franklin, and Silva Webster. Those were, to me, some of the glory days of the Smoky Mountain Conference. But one thing hasn't changed, and I think that's just the rivalry between Murphy and Swain. We're both 1A now. And that rivalry is just as big as it ever was.
Yeah, it sure is, and it's not going anywhere anytime soon. and I don't know when down the road they may consolidate Andrews High School and Murphy High School, but it's going to be the same people, and so it's always going to be that interaction between the two schools.
Oh, no doubt about it. We see our captains come down to the 50-yard line, and tonight they're going to be Elijah Waddy along with, looks like Carson Taylor down there, Cooper Hyatt, and, of course, joining them is going to be our quarterback, Damian Lossy. So got four guys down here all dressed up and ready to go. And so the Murphy Bulldogs will bring their captains down in just a minute. Coach, we're looking at the weather here tonight. We've had some light, sprinkly rain, and I know they're really worried about the field here at David Gentry Field, so to speak, because it has been wet quite a bit this week.
Yeah, after talking with the Swain coaching staff, Coach Gentry actually was wanting to play tomorrow night and put this ball game off tonight, but it's always the visiting team's option then to counter that proposal, and we've driven over here before and nobody be in the stadium for a ball game, and it's already been called off, and we didn't know about it and until we got over here. So it's not anything new, but at the same time, they're going to go ahead and play tonight, and I'm glad.
Oh, no doubt. Again, we're playing on real grass. I know so many schools have gone to the artificial turf, but I think a lot of true football fans still like playing on real grass. I know the players would prefer that, I think.
Yeah, it is. It's just, to me, it's the way football's supposed to be played. I understand people going with the artificial surfaces and and the reasons they do it, and but it's still the game, to me, it needs to be played on grass.
Oh, no doubt about it. We're going to be playing on that tonight as the Murphy Bulldogs. This is their homecoming tonight, so they're going to be having homecoming festivities coming up at halftime. Murphy coming into this game 3-0. They've beaten Andrews, they've beaten Franklin, and they beat Hayesville, and won those three games without a whole lot of problems. 33-6 over Andrews, 48-14 over Franklin. Just last week, I believe it was, and Murphy beating Hayesville by a score of 54-21. Our Maroon Devils, of course, coming in 2-1 as we won the season opener at Cherokee, then went to Andrews for our first loss, and then came back with a real solid effort, I thought, last week, Coach, over the Rosman Tigers. Our guys really played well.
Yeah, and it was one of those ball games that was real interesting in the first half, but at that second half, we kind of hung it on them pretty good in the second half, and I'm just anxious to see how which team of ours shows up tonight. And this was one of those ball games when if you weren't supposed to beat Murphy, that you cut everything loose. I always felt like, as a coach, the best thing you could do is just turn your players loose, tell them to enjoy themselves and have a big time out there, and try to make some things happen. Take some chances that you normally don't take.
That's it. Throw caution to the wind, so to speak, and I think that's our best option. I really do, because a lot of people look at this game. They look at the rosters. Our Maroon Devils with 21 players. The Murphy Bulldogs with 35 players on their roster. Those numbers are going to start adding up, I think, especially in the second half, just because of the depth factor. And Murphy, of course, a lot of kids back. They have 12 seniors on this team compared to our 5 seniors. So this is a team with a lot of experience, especially, you look at the offensive line, the skill positions, they all have experience back.
Yeah, they are in excellent shape as far as Murphy, as far as players go. They've had some of these kids starting for them since they were sophomores.
Yeah.
And I know my last experience here was as an assistant coach with the Christ School Greenies a year ago last fall. over here, and we had the opportunity to. I had the opportunity to help them for a while. Came over here and beat Murphy, and it was one of those things that they were good. Murphy was good, but we were a little bit better that night. So that was my last experience here of playing against Murphy and getting to coach against them. But nothing's changed much. Coach Gentry, he stayed with exactly what got him here over the years, and he's not going to change a whole lot. But this is the kind of ball game where, like I said, Swain can take some chances. You don't have to. I always believed that if you were an underdog and you realized it and you showed your kids that, hey, we're not going to sit there and get hit in the mouth. We're going to do some things to shake them up. Now, they're going to have to beat us. We're not going to let them beat us. They're going to have to do it. So I expect that's what's going to happen tonight. That we'll see a few different wrinkles thrown in there.
Oh, no doubt. The Murphy captains, as they're just about ready to come onto the 50-yard line. 23, Dalton Moore. He's one of their wide receivers and defensive backs, along with number 4, Isaac Aguilar, another wide receiver, and also number 2, Ezra Smith, wide receiver and defensive back as well. Those 3 seniors are going to be coming out representing Murphy High School tonight. But Murphy, you look at some of their skill people. Kellen Remfeld, the starting quarterback, 5'10", 185-pounder, 285 yards passing, 4 touchdowns, no interceptions, very solid. He can run and he can throw, and from what I've been told, they have been trying to open it up a little more, Coach, from that old wing tee that we're so familiar with. So we'll see if we see that open up a little more on the spread offensive look.
Yeah, they're still keeping their blocking schemes. They're still keeping the fundamentals of that wing tee. Even when they go out of the gun, you'll see them blocking it the same way up front. Those were the things that 2 years ago or 2 falls ago that I noticed that he's trying to diversify. Coach Gentry's trying to diversify to get his athletes more out there in the open. He doesn't necessarily want to put that quarterback underneath the center every time. He wants him back there where he can, when as athletic as this player is, as his quarterback is now, and let him move around back there and make things happen.
Well, that's a similar situation, I think, for our Maroon Devils with Damian Lossy. I think he's in that same category.
Yeah, Damian's a little bit bummed up. He hurt his hip some last week in the ball game against Rosman, and talking to Coach Stevenson and Coach McMahon while they were warming up, he just he'll play and he'll turn loose. He's going. I hope he gets a chance to put on a show.
I tell you, he's one of those guys that is exciting when he has the football in his hands, because he can run, he can throw, he can run the option, of course, out of the veer. So he has the ability to do all those things and do them very well.
Yeah, and it's like I've said to you before and the folks that's listening, he scares me when he's in that gun. What I mean by that is from a defensive perspective, he's got so many things that he can hurt you with his feet, with his arm, and like you said, running any form of option out of it where he's got a chance to see it and run downhill at it. He can be highly dangerous, and
he makes good decisions with the football. Of course, he's one of our seniors, and he's been in this veer, and he knows all about the timing factor. And he's got those backs back there with Gabe and Karsten and these kids, Andrew Chavez, and looks like Maroon Devils have won the toss, and we're going to be receiving the opening kickoff. And it would be good to jump on them early.
Yeah, it'd be great to get this football and at least drive it down the field, and if nothing else, get some field position to where we don't have to struggle with them on our end of the field all night long, because this field may go away. Yeah. What I mean by that is it looks good right now, but it's wet. Everybody that's ever played over here or coached over here, this field stays wet even when it's dry.
Yeah.
They have to have a drought over here for this field to ever get dry. Being close to the creek down here like it is, it just stays damp all the time, and so it'll be interesting.
Oh, no doubt. As a matter of fact, coming in, we even saw the Murphy Bulldogs warming up over here on their practice field because they didn't want to get on the playing surface. And as you watch our Maroon Devils and the Murphy Bulldogs run on the field, you can see that it's soft.
It is. It's going to be a mushy affair, and the middle of the field is going to start to go away before too long. As much running the football as both teams do, and I don't see Murphy changing a whole lot. They're going to run that. They're going to keep running the buck sweep, buck trap, fullback trap. Everybody knows it. It's isolation. It's the same stuff. No matter what formation they're in. Anybody that we ever coached could just about tell you about every play Murphy's going to run as it's being run because they understand the blocking schemes. We're probably the only team in America that had our free safeties reading their guards. I mean, that's how intense we were on their blocking schemes from watching their front people play.
And they have some good front people. Talking about their offensive linemen, I was looking at some of their sizes. They have plenty of size up front, like Moogerbill, 6'5", 330. You got Willard, 6 foot, 246-pounder. Rashad Davis, 6'1", 272. Hooper is 6'1", 315. Hamby's 5'11", 287. They've got some really good size up front, and they've got a lot of depth.
Yeah,
so they can keep fresh people in.
That's it. The mobility, and they always put their bigger people at tackles and put those guards in there that can run. They're the fastest of their linemen, and they can run this offense with their eyes closed. I mean, they literally can.
Yeah, that's just what you call a lot of repetitions in practice, isn't it?
It is, and they run it from their youth league programs all the way up through their JV programs, which is it just helps them by the time they get up here and they move some players around. They find some players, but most of their guards would made running backs at most places because of the way they expect their guards' footwork to be. They have to be able to stop, go, turn, pull, drop, pass, block, everything else.
All right, here we go. Cody Carlson is going to kick it off. He's a big, tall kicker, 6'4". As we get things underway, we're located on the visitor side in the stands at the 50-yard line in the light sprinkly rain, and it's going to be angled toward the right sideline. Cooper Hyatt's under it. He's got a good return going on out to the 15, trying to turn the corner out to the 20-yard line, and he's going to be wrapped up as he crosses the 25-yard line. Good return as he came across the field.
Yeah, great run back right there. He had to come back across the field, had the return set up to this side, and he was being chased the whole time. But he's got good speed too, and he was able to gain. That's a good return.
Oh, no doubt. Congratulations to Cooper. He was named the WLOS. He had the #1 play of the week on that big reception last week.
Well, he should have, and he's done it 2 weeks in a row. And I'd love to see him do it again tonight.
Oh, it would be huge. He lines up to the right side over there with him. It's going to be Eli Waddy. Got twins on the right side as the Maroon Devils come out running straight ahead. And Murphy is already showing they're ready to play physical. Coming in there, Landon Jordan, one of the guys on the tackle, along with big Jeremiah Dickey, 5'11", 250-pound sophomore.
Yeah, ran a follow play right there where he fakes to the fullback and literally just follows him up in the line of scrimmage, just inside of his hip as the tackle closes to take him. And Murphy staying in with their regular forefront. They've put their bigger people outside now. They used to put their quicker people outside to tilt them in, just like they're doing right there, and read your tackles.
Moogerbill, one of those. He's on the left side defensive end, and we got a penalty flag down. Damian Lossy running, firing, too tall, going to be incomplete as he throws a little too high over there for Cooper, but a penalty flag on the play.
Yeah, it must have been motion or something. I don't know exactly what it was. I don't know what the official is explaining to her quarterback. Illegal motion, and we're not at an angle to see it, so I'm not real sure what happened. He shifted too early or before the linemen were set or something. So those linemen have to be set.
Yeah, we are actually in the visitor stands, and we're not much higher than field level as we look down on the field as opposed to being up in the press box, Coach. So I tell you, our angle is maybe a little tougher to read plays, but it's kind of cool being this close to the field.
Well, it is, and it's one of those things that you can you hear a lot more, you can sense a lot more, you get a better feel for it in the stands here.
Oh, no doubt. You feel like you're part of the game. Now the Maroon Devils are looking at looks like a 3rd down and 7 to go after the penalty flag. 3rd and 7. Damian's going to be in the shotgun. Got one guy beside him. That's going to be Lillard. High snap. He pulls it down. He's in trouble in the backfield, and he's going to be caught from behind, and another flag is down.
Yeah, we had 2 people in motion that time, and that only one of them was supposed to be. Just had a miscue there. We got to quit shooting ourselves in the foot so we can make something happen.
So now the
going to decline it, and that'll make it 4th down. So we'll have to punt this one away.
Going to have to punt it away with only 1 minute gone here in the first quarter. 11 minutes to play here, no score. Our first possession and the opening possession of the game here on homecoming night. And this is Bulldog country, as some of the signs around the stadium say. Bob Hendricks Memorial Stadium. So many great games have been played on this field over so many years.
Yeah, I always enjoyed coming over here and playing. It was a great atmosphere every time. No matter what kind of team each side had, it was always interesting.
Gavin Lanning punting. It's going to be high, not real deep. Going to be blown dead about the 48-yard line of Maroon Devil territory. So Murphy is going to take over here, Coach, in really good field position here, 1st and 10.
Yeah, that's the field position we were talking about earlier. I don't like it when it's on our side of the 50 at all.
That's not where you want those guys to start, and they're going to be starting some of the same guys on defense that we saw, or on offense that we saw on defense. Moogerville, Davis up front, Hamby up front, all these guys in the 300-pound range, so plenty of size up front.
Yeah, light hands on the guard, so they're going to be pulling that backside tackle this time and running the fullback trap.
Getting into the secondary, just past the linebackers for an 8-yard gain. Going to bring up 2nd and 2 at the 40-yard line.
Yeah, just a real quick hit straight ahead and trying to make him we didn't get any separation from our blockers that time, and you've got to extend your arms into these people because if you let them get up into your chest, they're not trying to knock you down. They're offensive linemen. They just want to get in your way.
So now Murphy looking at 2nd down and 2. Got a wing on the right side this time.
Both guards this time to the right.
They're going to run that way.
That's a buck sweep.
And again, big gain over there for Ty Laney, and they have 3 Laneys on this team for the Murphy Bulldogs. 2 of them are brothers, so they got some family on the team.
Yeah, I saw Damien getting up, gimping a little bit there with his hip, holding his hip. I hope he's not injured himself. We need him in the worst kind of way. But, yeah, anybody that knows that buck sweep, that's exactly what they ran. It's down block on the edge and pull both guards and get out in front of the ball and let him follow that backside guard. They're probably going to pull them again from the looks of the weight on their hands. There they go.
Yep.
Going to fake it this time and
throw. It's going to be incomplete. They threw behind the intended receiver. Good coverage over there by Cooper Hyatt, though, as he was all over the intended receiver. Incomplete.
Yeah, good zone coverage, and Cooper was just backpedaling off of him and stuck his foot in the ground, broke back on the ball with him.
They're intending over there for a Briggs Cornwell, their big tight end. As now that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 for the Bulldogs as they come in with a play from the sideline. Brought in over there by John Ledford.
Yeah, this is kind of the situation where Coach Gentry likes to use this wide side of the field, so we'll see what happens.
Got twins lined up over here on the wide side.
He's got him in the gun this time, yeah.
And again, Rumpfelt is going to be in the shotgun.
Same play they started
off.
out with. Oh, man, make that tackle. If we make that tackle right there, it's going to be for about a 2-yard gain.
Yep. Tackle down there by the Maroon Devils. Looks like John Parton down there coming up on the tackle. And again, some good blocking by their wide receivers.
Yeah, when they get to the wide side of the field like that and they put 2 receivers out there, they really try to use that 2/3 of the field on you. They always have.
So now the Bulldogs looking at 1st and 10, 9:25 to play. I hope you don't hear that nauseating PA sound, 1st and 10 Bulldogs that we just heard. I hope I don't hear that a whole lot tonight, Coach.
It get on your nerves. It really will.
Oh, I know. Had to say that about J.R. Carroll. We've known each other for many, many years, but he gets the Murphy fans pumped up. Got a whistle on the field, and going to have a timeout, Murphy, as Coach Gentry and his offensive coordinator Joseph Watson, who played here at Murphy, going to talk things over.
Yeah, he's been offensive coordinator for him for a long time, or quite a few years now. Joseph does a great job. He grew up running this offense, and he understands it, and he has a good feel for it, just like Coach Gentry does.
And got a good guy running the defense as well as Thomas Nelson. He's been around here a long time.
Oh yeah, he's been with them quite a while, and they've been together for a long time. This coaching staff has, and not many of them have left, and most of them have been promoted up through their junior varsity ranks. Their coaches have, and they've done real well here.
And, Coach, you know this as well as anybody from so many years with Coach Dietz and all our staff at Swain County High School. You can't put a price on coaches staying together those years.
You can't, because one thing I always tried to tell our coaches, we got to learn how to agree to disagree,
right,
and come up with the best solutions. Not everybody's going to be right all the time, but I want to hear what your input is. Don't hold back. You got to put your input in, and after you've done that with coaching staff for 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and even 10 years, you get to where you know each other pretty well and you understand why they like certain ways things done.
Oh, no doubt. Here we go now. Murphy looking at a first down and 10. In the shotgun again, it's going to be Rumfelt. He's the junior quarterback, wants to throw, looking right side, fires right side, got his man, and he's going to be tackled over there. Good coverage over there as they throw it out to Peyton McCracken. And converging over there, we got Cooper Hyatt and a bunch of Maroon Devils over there, along with Carson Taylor.
Yeah, he lined up tight, so he had plenty of room to run that out route. And when he made that break right there, he made it quick, even on this bad surface. And it was a good throw by the quarterback. Good coverage. It's just one of those things. There again, wide side of the field, and here they come back with it to this side now.
So now we're looking at second down after a 9-yard pickup. One to go, second down and 1. 8:25 to play here in the opening quarter.
But it should have a motion penalty right there. They had an offensive lineman jump, and there wasn't no flag.
No penalty flag as they hand off over there to Ty Laney, one of the Laney boys on this Murphy Bulldog team. And it is going to be a first down and goal for the Bulldogs here on their opening drive here. And a pretty good crowd, even though it's kind of a wet night.
Yeah, there's a good crowd here on both sides, and it's a lot of folks have a lot of interest in it. We've got to find a way to stay in this ball game and find a way to make some things happen and not let them keep the football all the time.
No doubt. Because, with those long drives just wear down your defense, too.
Yeah, here's the origination of the wing T. 2 tight ends, wing set out of the T formation, motion.
Well, the quarterback got hit, but he got the handoff to the fullback just in time. He's not in the end zone, but pretty good penetration as we got to Rumfelt.
Yep, we didn't get knocked off the ball that time, and they were trying to trap us in there, and we had a stunt on, and they weren't able to get all of us.
So now the ball is going to be at the 2-yard line, second down and goal to go. Bulldogs knocking on the door again. They line up. Looks like everybody's going to be pretty tight. Got twin receivers in tight with a wing on that right side there, Coach. And again, this time they go to the right side, and getting into the end zone is going to be 34 on the carry, and that's Ty Laney.
Yeah, that was one of the newer plays he put in. That's more of a zone play, and all he does, them offensive linemen, they all just take a step to the right and take off and block the first maroon helmet they come to, and that's exactly what they did. He just went around the corner with the ball and scored.
Bulldogs get on the scoreboard here. 7:15 to play, first quarter, 6-0. And coming on to kick the PAT is going to be Annie Kate Dalton. That's right. They have a young lady who is a senior, and she is their kicker and a very good kicker at that. And I say that, and that one just gets inside the right upright. And from what I can understand, Coach, she is going to play softball at the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill, so she's a pretty good athlete.
Yeah, she's been around here for a couple of years now, kicking their extra points for them, and she's got just enough leg to get clear of that ball from that extra point line.
Yeah, and I know in talking to Coach Toby Burrell, our softball coach who played at Cherokee today, and we hope they had a good day, that this Annie Kate Dalton is one of the best catchers he said he's ever seen. She does an outstanding job, and he's seen a lot of softball.
Oh yeah. And it's a credit to her to even be out here doing this, but I'm sure it's something she really thought about and dreamed about, and her family supported her, and here she is.
Our Maroon Devils getting ready to return the kickoff. 7:15 to play in the first quarter. A big day in college basketball today. One big upset. Number 15 seed Oral Roberts upset number 2 seed Ohio State. 75-72 in overtime. Florida winning over Virginia Tech. I know it's kind of crazy to be playing football when March Madness is going on.
Well, it's football COVID year, so there.
Nothing is normal this year.
No.
At any level of sports.
No.
And every coach and player will tell you that with what they've been through this season. Cooper Hyatt getting ready to return again. Takes it inside the 5, back out across the 10, out across the 15, out across the 20, and he kind of loses his footing at the 25-yard line, so we can see how slick it is.
Yeah, he was trying to get turned up field right there when he got to the boundary and realized he was running out of real estate, and when he tried to stick his foot in the ground, it went out from under him.
So we're going to see a lot of that tonight, as we're already seeing a lot of divots out there in the field from the Murphy Bulldog drive when they went down and scored.
Oh, yeah, it don't take long. It really doesn't. And, of course, Bermuda's way better than bluegrass, and so it'll hold up a little bit better.
Oh, no doubt. It reminds you a little bit of the field at Rosman. It sometimes gets wet.
Oh, stays wet, yes.
Here we go. Damian Lossy under center. Got a man in motion. Cooper to the right
Weak
side.
veer, and there
and
he
here
goes.
comes big
There
Carson
we go.
Taylor into the secondary,
There you
45, out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. First
Great.
down, Maroon Devils.
Great read. Down block was perfect, and the fellow who had to dive back missed him completely.
Outstanding job by the offensive line, because that was a good seam to run through there, Coach.
Yeah, they had a substitute in here for their big man at the end, and he just missed it. They're over there coaching him, but, when that down block occurred, he was supposed to close and take that dive away, and he didn't. And Damian read it just like he's supposed to and hit it running.
Bryn Jackson over here at the right tackle doing a good job. And, of course, over center, Ben Payne. And it's going to be Damian. He's going to run the option. Pitches it behind, and the ball is loose. Getting on it quickly, though, is Gabe Lillard, and the ball was just pitched behind him.
Yeah, just pitched behind him, and Damian had a good read on it. They closed and took the dive that time, and he was going to keep it. And when the linebacker showed up to take him, he pitched it, and we would have had a positive game, but he just pitched it behind him.
So now we suffered a loss back to the 40-yard line. It's going to be a loss of about 6, second down and 16 now. Maroon Devils break the huddle, but they're going to come back and make sure they're on the same page. As again, we saw a good block earlier from our right guard, Michael Winchester, and right tackle, Bryn Jackson. And I think our Maroon Devils are going to call a timeout to talk it over, Coach.
Yeah, they didn't have their play called correctly there, and they realized it, and they were running out of time on the play clock.
So, fans, stay tuned. We're going to take a break. 6 minutes to play. First quarter, Murphy up 7-0. We'll be right back. Fans, welcome back. Damian Lossie under center as he turns and hands off. We run it, and boy, stopped at the line of scrimmage. No place to run for Gabe Lillard as they had that one figured out perfectly.
Yeah, they ran a stunt with one of their secondary players there, brought him to the line of scrimmage and had him wrap around underneath the tackle and take the dive away and widen. That's you got to do different things on the edges, and that's exactly what he did.
We'll have a softball update here in just a minute. Our Lady Devils did win 4-1 over Cherokee. More details coming up in just a moment, thanks to head coach Toby Burrell. Got twins out to the left side. Damian going to be in the shotgun, rolls to his left, wants to fire, looking, can't find anybody open. Now he guns it down the sideline. It's going to be up for grabs, and it's going to be grabbed by Murphy, though, Coach, as that one kind of hung up on him a little bit.
Yeah.
And it's going to be intercepted inside the 35-yard line.
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether he was in bounds or not, so they're holding here until they make a decision over there. They're trying to see whether or not that got a.
Ooh.
Oh, okay. Must have held a receiver. Yeah, must have held a receiver. Yeah, I just now see the flag over there on their sideline. So
that's going to probably nullify the interception.
Yeah, it will, and give us an opportunity to maybe get a first down out of this.
So now they're coming back to the line of scrimmage, which was just across the 40-yard line. And they're going to step it off here with 5:19 to play in the first quarter. So a huge penalty flag that potentially cost Murphy the football.
Yeah, and it cost them the football, but it's third down for us now. Third and about 5, and this we just need a good first down play here to get some momentum. We've not had any momentum yet this ball game.
No doubt about it. So right now, third down and 5 inside Murphy territory for the first time tonight. 5:17 to play, first quarter. This time coming wide right is going to be, looks like number 9, Cameron Blankenship. Glad to see him out there playing again tonight.
Oh, yeah.
Wide to the left side is Eli Waddy. And it's going to be a toss. And, Carson Taylor had to lean forward on that pitch from Damian. He was lucky to catch it, but he had to lose his feet.
Yeah, his feet went right out from under him, and we had a good play call right there. And it just the pitch was a little low, and then when he tried to extend to get it, his foot just flew out from under him, and down he went.
I'll tell you what, Damian Lossie's not feeling well.
No, that hip is really bothering him. Got a different punter in there now. Hopefully he can get this thing upfield and pin them down here just a little bit.
Gavin Lanning on to punt. Back deep for the Murphy Bulldogs this time. It's going to be number 3, Peyton McCracken, who is really quick. And also back there, number 4, Isaac Aguilar, also very quick. They've got some speed back there. Fair catch. And it's going to be taken at the 15, I believe.
Yeah, at the 15-yard line. Okay, we need to stop here. We don't need to let them get to midfield with this ball.
Oh, no doubt. Let me bring you up to date on softball. Our Lady Devils won 4-1 over Cherokee. Stacy Grigg struck out 14 and allowed no earned runs. Hannah Epperson and Keely Eagleman drove in 2 runs each in the season opening win. So congratulations to our Lady Devil softball team.
That's great. That's great. I'm glad they're off to a good start.
Well, I tell you, strike out 14. Not many hits going on.
No, that's I don't want to hit against her. Okay, it's all the same to y'all.
That's it. So here we go. Murphy with the football.
No trips this time to the wide side of the field. No backs back there with him.
First time we've seen that.
Yep.
A new set. They really spread things out. Wide receiver screen over there to that wide side.
Yep.
Coming over, great tackle. Good pursuit by Eli Waddy.
Yeah, right down the line. I just flipped it out there and tried to run just a quick hitch out there to him and get him upfield as much as I could. He picks up, about 5 yards on that. And we didn't do a bad job covering it. When they put 3 out there, you don't know which one of those 3 he's throwing to. And with no backs back there, and they pull a fake with their guards, pulling them away to keep the linebackers from running.
That was good pursuit by Eli Waddy over there to drag him down. 2nd down and 5 Bulldogs. This time he got a back in there. Now they switch. Got a wing on the left side as Rumpelt turns and hands off, and they run to the left side behind that wing. Mm-hmm. And coming up.
That's a buck sweep again. They're trying to get all the way to the edge with it, and down block on the edge, and then pull those guards, kick out, and lead up. That's the name of their game.
Carson Taylor, good tackle over there for the Maroon Devils, the junior coming up. And again, our linebackers have been active tonight. Talking about Eli Waddy, 84, and 32, Carson Taylor. Also in there, of course, Gabe Lillard in there. So, and they have to be against this offense.
No, they do. Yeah, you got to be a line of scrimmage player, and you got to be able to play downhill against this offense.
Also coming up is going to be Nathan Bogdanovich. Back to throw. They flip it out to the back out of the backfield, and he's down the right sideline as he's upended over there again by good coverage, this time by Gabe Lillard.
Yeah, had good coverage downfield. He wanted to go downfield with that, and that back was his outlet there. And it's hard for a linebacker to get all the way out there to cover him because of the zone coverage, and so we had to break up on the ball.
So our safeties down there tonight, of course, are going to be John Parton and Damian Lossey. They're our safety nets back there in that secondary. Over on the corner, we've got Cooper over there on the left corner. And this time, Murphy lines up again. Twins over on the right side again. Rumpelt hands off. Got a penalty flag flying in.
That'd generally be a hold. Anybody that's ever played against Murphy, they'll tell you you're going to get tackled more than you're going to get blocked by their offensive linemen. It's just the way they teach it down there. To each their own, and Coach Gentry believes if they get away with it most of the time, get 3 holding calls a game, they come out ahead.
Oh, yeah.
And, they're not going to worry about it a whole lot. We used to coach our defensive linemen and linebackers. They're going to hold you. So here's how you're going to beat it, and you're going to rip those arms off of you. You're going to be able to rip underneath them and over the top of them. But you've got to get their hands off of you.
And that's key, Coach, because you're right. If you don't, you're not going to get to the play.
No, and once they legalize pretty much holding in the framework of the body, it just it's something that you have to coach. You have to teach defensive linemen how to use their forearms. They got to be able to use their hands now. They've got to be able to use their hands to defeat blocks.
Here's Rumpelt back in the shotgun again now on 2nd down and 19 after the penalty flag, and he hands off and they run misdirection again, and good tackle right there at the 30-yard line again. That's 84, Eli Waddy.
Yeah, run the buck again, run it back to the weak side, just trying to get numbers against us over here, and they're being pretty successful at it.
So now the Murphy Bulldogs with penalty flags slowing them down, looking at 3rd down and 9. And, Coach, this would be a great opportunity to stop them and get the ball back.
It'd be wonderful if we could right here. We'll see. He's got twins out there towards their sidelines. Got the wing on this side next to the tight end.
Minute and a half to play in the first quarter. Got a man in motion to the right side. They're looking
Straight
to the right
back
side.
pass.
Rumpelt fires. Got a man
first down.
right under that safety over there. It's going to be Peyton McCracken on the reception. And that was a big first down.
That was. We needed that stop in the worst kind of way, and he just flipped it out there to him after a short play action, and hit him right in stride with it.
He got right in there under the safeties. And,
yep.
And that's a tough play to cover.
It is, and you got so much ground out there to cover, and he's got so many different things he can do. And once he stops, you don't know which way he's going.
This time, Twins again over there on the right side. One back beside Rumpelt, again in the shotgun, wing over here on the left side this time, and they're going to run to the left side.
There's a buck sweep again. coming all the way to the edge with it.
He turns
He's
the
following
corner.
that guard.
This time Damian Lossy comes up, and he got some help as they pull down John Ledford. John Ledford has run for 205 yards on the season, and Lossy gets up still limping.
Yeah, that hip's not doing him any favors right now. And Buck Sweep just ate us up right there. Just ate us up. We don't have enough edge players when that guy goes in motion to take care of it all.
So now it's going to be first down. Murphy, 1:04 to play here in the first quarter. 7-0 Bulldog lead. Line of scrimmage is going to be at the Maroon Devils 26-yard line. And they're mixing it up, run and pass, more than I thought they would.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's they're trying to work on some stuff there, and they're calling a good ball game offensively right now. They're keeping us off balance. It's hard to defend all their stuff when they've got the players out there that they have right now.
Oh, no doubt. Fans, stay tuned. More coming up. Stay with us on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Murphy now with a first down and 10. Knocking on the door again inside the 30-yard line. Split backs behind the quarterback.
Fullback trap.
And here he goes right up the middle. And we haven't seen that a whole lot tonight, Coach, but that one worked pretty well.
Yeah, that's the first time we've seen it run that way. That's their true fullback trap right there. Pulling one guard down, blocking everybody but the first man past the football, and then just run a quick. It's straight ahead. It's a speed play, and Coach Gentry's been known to run that on 3rd and 20. I've seen him do it. I don't know how many times, and get people with it. And we would always coach against it. First thing we'd say, he's going to run a trap. He's going to run a trap when he gets in the hole.
Yeah, that was John Ledford, their sophomore running back. He stays in there right behind Rumpelt. This time they go to the right side with Ray Rathburn.
Great play. This time we outnumbered them with edge players, and we're about, as long as they stay in that formation and run it, but they won't. They'll come back and run it to the weak side, and that's where they don't have a tight end, and they'll just put a wing over there and put him in motion or something, and he gets the down block on them.
And that's going to be the end of the first quarter now, 7-0 Murphy, as we'll take a timeout and come back with the second quarter. So stay with us here from Murphy on the Maroon Devils Network. Welcome back, Murphy, now as we begin the second quarter, up 7-0, and we hope the Maroon Devils can keep them out of the end zone. Second down now, and they need about 12 to go from the 14-yard line. They're only about 14 yards away from the end zone.
Fullback trap, ball's on the ground. Get that ball.
We had a shot. I think we got it, Coach.
Seemed like we did right there. Yes, we did. That's a break. Now, that's the kind of thing that's got to happen when you play Murphy and they're this good.
Oh, big fumble recovery by, it looks like Elijah Waddy in there. So big Eli got it. And the ball was on the ground there for it seemed like an eternity before we got it.
They were trying to run the fullback trap back to the weak side, and now that's not the normal way they want to run that thing. And they crossed up a little bit. The quarterback had his feet or something, and when he tried to hand that ball off, it popped right out.
Got a little mixed up. Now the Maroon Devils come out.
Split backs.
Got
Twins,
one man in motion.
Man in motion.
That's going to be Cooper as he comes to the left side.
Weak side veer.
And we run it to that side.
He fumbled the ball. Damien dropped the ball right there. I think he was going to try to pitch it and pulled it back in and got hit, but I think he got it back.
Yeah, we got the ball back. So good work by the Maroon Devils hanging on to the football there. That was, don't want to cough it back again inside the 20.
Yeah, staying with that weak side veer scheme, and he pulled it, and then I thought he was going to pitch it, and I lost sight of him there, and I think he just mishandled the ball.
We got kind of a power side right. Damien under center. Wants to throw.
Straight drop.
Looks right. Can't find anything. Now fires it in traffic. Cooper got a hand on it, but boy, he was surrounded by black and gold jerseys.
Yeah, hanging on him right there. Just as the ball got to his hands, he got his hands hit and from behind, and ball ended up on the ground. But boy, that's a good attempt by our quarterback there, and a great job trying to hang on to the football. We need to hit some of those badly. Third down now.
Third down and 8 with 11:13 to play here in the second quarter. Inside our own 20. This time Cooper wide to the right side. Coming out there with him is going to be Cam Blankenship. Cameron wide right. Damien looks over here. Looks like
got motion this time across to the wide side of the field. Damien comes out looking and pitches it.
Boy, and it didn't work as they jumped on it and in a hurry coming up the corner over there. Peyton McCracken knocked that one down quick.
He had them frozen there for just a second, but they came up in a hurry and took it all away.
So now Murphy back to return the punt. Back is Aguilar and McCracken. Both these guys are quick from what we've been told, so they are dangerous guys when you punt to them. Back to punt is going to be Gavin Lanning, as again, Damian Lossy has kind of got a hip issue and not punting tonight.
Right, he's still struggling with that, and he's probably going to be the rest of the game, so it's just going to be interesting to see how it fans out. High,
but not real deep. There's going to be no return, and it's going to be blown dead at the 44-yard line, where Murphy will take over first down and 10 with 10:26 to play here in the second quarter. And, Coach, you know, a couple of times now our Maroon Devils have actually, of course, Murphy kind of hurt themselves on that last drive with the fumble, but we've been able to keep them out of the end zone.
Well, that's it. That's the key right now until we can hit something big offensively, and that's the struggle. That's the thing you have to do against good football teams is stay in the game. Yeah. Just stay in the game. Stay within striking distance, and good things can happen to you. You never know what's going to come down the pipe for you.
Absolutely. Like that football on the ground just a minute ago as now Murphy comes out. First down and 10. Rumfeld's going to be under center. Two guys behind him. Wing on the left. Now he comes in motion as they're going to run to the right side. They'll go right up the middle. Mm-hmm. And it's going to be a handoff again to Laney. Ray Rathburn on the carry.
Yeah, right there again. He just they were trying to trap block the first man past the football right there, and he hit it just a little bit wide, and we were able to keep him from popping that one all the way.
So, boy, I tell you, sometimes football, I know you've heard it all your life, it's a game of inches, but it's so true on so many plays.
Oh, it is. No doubt about it. Oh. Now they're in their traditional wing tee set like they were the play before. A double back. Buck. That's where they pull those guards and give it to that wing back.
Oh, down the left side, and looks like taking it on. Did he step out of bounds?
He stepped out on about the one, signaling over there. Now, this is a play that the first time we ever saw this, Gentry ran it against us because he realized that we were reading some of his people up front, and he just literally tries to pull your pants off with it. He gives you the look of the buck sweep, and the wing back is coming around and takes a handoff then from the halfback, and so it's pretty much a reverse.
Yep, a reverse as Juan Allen carried down to the 1 yard line. First down and goal now, Murphy from the one as they're going to line up everybody in tight.
Yeah, they got two tight ends, wing set, and the wing tee look.
Ty Laney in the backfield, one man in motion, and got a penalty flag down. Yep.
That's going to be the isolation. Now, that's one of their favorite short yardage plays is a isolation using the halfback and opening up and giving it to the fullback, and the halfback leads up in on a linebacker.
So now, again, the touchdown run by Ray Rathburn, their senior running back, and also a good linebacker on defense for the Bulldogs is going to come back. Now it's first down and 6 to get in the end zone. So looks like they're going to line up a little different look this time with a wing on the left.
Yeah, they're overloaded. They got two tight ends on one side. Now they're pulling a tackle over here. They're going unbalanced set, putting a bunch of players over here to run that play right there.
Oh, good penetration again by the Maroon Devil defense.
That's great on that unbalanced set. Unbalanced simply means that they got two more offensive linemen than you normally see on one side of the football, and they traded them that time, which is very unusual. You don't see that much, but they end up with basically 5 offensive linemen on one side of the football.
Yeah, real unbalanced. Gabe Lillard coming in with a great penetration tackle. Second down and 5 now, Murphy. 9:05 to play in the second quarter. They're up 7-0. Split backs right behind Rumfeld under center. Got a man in motion to the left side this time. And Rumfeld's going to roll to the left side. Looks, got a man wide open, and he hits him. And that's a touchdown, Murphy, as he cut right back inside.
He did. He ran a combination route over there, a curl inside and an out route, and he hit the curl player.
Ty Laney coming out of the backfield and got that one for 5, and Murphy's up 13-0 with 8:53 to play here in the second quarter on a Friday night. And Murphy, North Carolina, point after touchdown again. Annie Kate coming on to kick. Holding is going to be Peyton McCracken. And she puts it up, got plenty of leg on it.
Yep.
And it's going to be good as we go to a timeout. 8:53 to play, second quarter. Murphy 14, Maroon Devils 0. We'll be back. Fans, welcome back. Murphy getting ready to kick off. It's going to be Cody Carlson kicking back. So far tonight, both our returns have been by Cooper Hyde. He's been a busy man tonight, and they're going to kick it right down the middle. It's going to be picked up by Gabe Lillard. Good catch. Back out across the 20-yard line. Nice return as he's upended out across the 30-yard line, but a good job on the kick return.
Yeah, just had a wedge, kind of a middle return right there, and we had them all blocked, but a couple right there, and they got to him.
And again, congratulations to our Lady Devil softball team with a 4-1 win over Cherokee. Stacy Griggs striking out 14 and allowed no earned runs. Hannah Epperson and Keely Eagleman drove in 2 runs each in that season opening win. We were supposed to have played Murphy earlier this week, but it got rained out, Coach, and we'll try to play them later on in the year because, as you know, the season is short.
Oh, yeah. Everything's been subdued somewhat for the COVID year.
Here we go. Damian under center. Cooper in motion to the left side now as Damian's going to run to the left side and couldn't find a whole lot of hole over there as he's brought down over there by Kyle Willard.
Yeah, I tried to run a little bit of a counter play right there to get them going one way, opening up for the option one way and then blocking it on the backside so Damian could keep it and run it up in the line of scrimmage.
And we've talked about their size, Coach. So they have some good size, like Willard, who made that tackle 6 feet, 250. Moogerville, as we mentioned, 6'5", 330 on the left side defensive end. Also in the middle, Rashad Davis, 6'1", 272. So a lot of beef up front.
Oh, yeah, big people up there. I mean, big people.
And we try to run to the right side, and this looks like Gabe Lillard again.
Yeah, straight ahead, running that dive option, and he just using his upper body strength to power over a couple of them right there. They closed on him, but he was able to power up through them, keeping those legs moving.
I tell you, Carson's a strong kid, 5'11", about 200 pounds, a junior, and he's gotten better.
Oh, yeah, he's improved tremendously and saw some playing time last year that really helped him, but he's come on into his own so far this season.
Watched him play basketball, and he was better. Split backs again. Yeah. And we hand off to the right side. It looks like we got that first down.
Yeah, Murphy went to a 5-man front, the old 50 front that time, and Carson, we ran the outside veer that time, down blocked by the tight end over there, and was able to hit it up in the seam there just as slick as he could.
Good blocking over there from Bryn Jackson, also one of our offensive linemen on that side. He's over there at the right tackle, number 60, one of our seniors.
Yeah, they're doing a lot of substituting of their defensive linemen to keep them fresh out there, and that's
big.
That's big. That's a great help for them.
So we got some drizzly rain coming down here at Murphy High School. Damian under center again, split backs. Cooper wide left. And we run to the left side, big hole. There's Gabe into the secondary. He makes it down to the 45 before they gang tackle him. But, boy, that was a quick hit.
He hit that veer lane just like you're supposed to. And it down block, like we said, they blocked him down, and he ran right by the guy who was supposed to take him. And that's their stud defensive lineman. And they're having this discussion. He's having it with his other defensive players over here right now, what happened.
Yeah, Moogerville's lined up on the right side now. It's going to bring up 2nd down and 2, an 8-yard pickup on that quick hitter.
Got the weak side over to that side now, going to trade tight ends. Yep. This always gave Murphy a little bit of trouble.
Waddy on the right side. And here comes Damian. He's going to run to that side.
Yeah.
And it looks like he's got the first down, Coach. He kind of slipped a little on the mud there. But
yeah, and he dropped the ball momentarily and then fell right back on it. He's having a little trouble hanging on that ball. Yeah. But we made it made a good move right there with the football when they closed to take the dive, he cut the ball straight upfield.
So good work by Damian Lossy again, playing with a hip that's not 100%. And on a slick surface like we're playing on tonight, that makes it even tougher.
I said, the middle of that field around the 50-yard line is going to start going away even faster now.
Damian under center. This time Waddy flips over to the right side. And here comes Damian pitching.
All the way to the pitch.
Here's Lillard trying to turn the corner.
That's it, Gabe. Good job.
Nice work.
Murphy had that defended, but we got something out of that to carry it all the way to the pitch and get positive yardage out of it and pick up 4 or 5 yards. That makes a big difference.
And a good block over there from number 9, Cameron Blankenship over there. I tell you, when those wide receivers block like that, it makes such a big difference.
They have to. Otherwise, you don't get anything positive. You saw right then their free safety had to come up and make that play on the pitch. That's what you're after. He's got a long way to go to make that play. He made it, but not after about a 5-yard gain.
Cameron left, Cooper right.
Going to trade again, do the same type of thing, give him another look at it right here.
Waddy on the left side this time.
Outside veer look.
Ooh,
didn't get it this time. Yeah, they ran a stunt that time. What we used to call a scrape. They pushed people down towards the football. No matter how you block it, they're stepping towards that football and trying to take those veer lanes away.
Well, they did. They were in the backfield. Damian basically had no option.
Yeah, it's a gamble you take. It's not a blitz. It's more of a like I said, it's a scrape where everybody's turned. The defensive lineman goes straight down the line of scrimmage towards the football, and the linebackers are responsible for outside containment.
Same lineup this time. This time Eli's on the right side, stays over there. Damian looks, fires, slant, and he's got Cooper with a first down.
First down, and boy, if he'd have broke that, got by that last one, he'd have scored. He almost kept his feet.
That was a good pattern.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a slant, quick inside. He cut inside that corner, and the safety was playing catch-up then.
Oh, no doubt. And Damian put it right in his gut. Perfect pass.
Hit him right in the chest with it. Yes, sir.
Now the rain is coming down pretty steady right now, Coach. It was light early, but not now.
I'm telling you, we wouldn't know how to play if it wasn't raining. You and I have been in the rain more than we've not. So.
Hey, that's it. And we're over here in the visitor stands. We're under a tent. But right now the Maroon Devils with a first down. That's the main thing. First down and 10, 3.5 to play in the second quarter as we're down 14-0, but knocking on the door. Yeah. We got a timeout.
Yeah, because the play clock was running down. I'm not real sure if that was on purpose or not, but it was just about – we were about to get a penalty out of it anyway.
So the coaches right now trying to make sure the guys are all on the same page here because, when you're down near the red zone and trying to punch it in, you don't want those penalty flags.
Yeah, not over here playing at Murphy. You want to take advantage. You get the ball inside the 30-yard line, you got to take advantage of it.
Yeah. You better score.
Yeah, it's like I said, that we've had some interesting ball games over here. We've won some we shouldn't have. I don't think we ever lost one that we should have won, but there's been some that could have gone either way, and we got some of those, and some of them we didn't. But I don't think we ever gave one away to them over here. But at the same time, there's been some of them they took from us.
Yeah. Well, I'll tell you, we had a heck of a game last time we played in 2019, a 15-14 game that, just a one-point ball game.
1-point game. And you never know when you play, especially with the rivalry like you were talking about earlier between these two schools.
I mean, the motivation is it goes up a notch when it's Murphy.
Going to trade again. The receivers get adjusted to make them eligible. Outside veer look. Pitch.
Got a pitch, got a fumble. Carson Taylor gets on the football, but boy, pitch looked like just a hair behind him.
Just a hair behind him. He's just a little bit behind him with his left hand there, pitching it with that left hand. But if you're going to run the option and you're going to pitch it, then you got to. This is going to happen some. We just don't want it to happen anymore.
Yep.
That's enough of that.
And Carson. He did the right thing. He kind of stopped, and then when that ball was he jumped on it.
He just dove. That's all you can really do when it's pitched behind you. Otherwise, if you try to pick it up, they're going to get it. They're coming downhill to you, and they'll get it.
So lining up on the left side, big tackle Sam Bernheisel over here on the left side. We throw to this side.
Slant
it's going
route
to be
again.
There's Cameron Blankenship.
Yes, sir.
Nice catch down inside the 15-yard line.
To make it look option, freezes the linebackers. You've got room to and Damon pulled that ball right down the line of scrimmage. It's a form of what we used to call a dump pass, but it's to a wide receiver. And he runs at the defender, the corner, and then sticks his foot in the ground and makes the inside cut.
And by the way, we want to say to our folks trying to listen and watch, our internet signal over here is really poor. So we apologize
it's terrible
for
what
that.
It is.
Yeah.
Joe says it's ridiculous.
Yeah. So we're doing the best we can with what we've got, basically, is what we're saying. So we apologize.
You can see what Murphy's trying to adjust with their safeties.
Here comes Damian. Right side. Yeah. Cut it inside. That was a nice move by Damian Lawson.
Yeah, he'd been waiting for that one because they've been playing upfield. Those linebackers have, and when they rotate their safeties like that, that takes that safety out of the picture as far as being able to tackle the quarterback. And it's left up to those linebackers, and they literally ran right by him.
They did, and he cut it right back inside.
Yeah.
That's going to bring us a first down and goal to go right on the 5-yard line. So this is where we need to punch it in right before halftime.
Yeah, and we may see Murphy go to a 5-man front right here. Let's watch and see.
Minute and a half to play, and right now the Maroon Devils split backs again.
Staying with the forefront.
Under center. He
there
hands
we
off.
go.
We go to the left side.
Touchdown.
Touchdown.
All right.
Outstanding, coaches. We ran to the left side, and there was a big hole there.
It was, and I really don't know exactly what Murphy's scheme was right there. We don't have a replay, but at this angle, I couldn't tell. They widened their defensive ends outside there a great deal. I think it was to try to close and take Damian away, and he just handed the football off and he ran right by it.
Just exactly run right through that open gap. Now for the PAT, the kick is up and got a penalty flag down. The kick is good, but we've got a flag on the kick. Gavin Lanning, let's see what the flag is going to be about.
Yeah.
And these PATs, as we saw in 2019, can be big.
Oh, they're huge, and people don't realize it until you play against a team like was it last week Rosman? They went for 2 every time because the fact they didn't have a kicker.
So
unsportsman against Murphy. That doesn't surprise anybody that's ever been a part of this game. Yeah, they're going to get a couple of those.
Oh yeah. And talking about our Maroon Devils coming up next, we're going to be back at home next Friday. We're going to be hosting Robbinsville. Robbinsville, of course, the defending State 1A champs. Murphy's next game is going to be at Rosman. Then they host Cherokee, and they close out the regular season at Robbinsville. Our Maroon Devils, again, Robbinsville at home next Friday. Then we're open. Then we wrap up the regular season on April 9th with Hayesville. So after tonight, Coach, we got 2 at home.
Yeah, and I'm glad of that,
And they're trying to work on a bill, I know, in the North Carolina capacity.
Yeah.
So I know one branch of the Congress has passed it now. If they can get it through the other branch, it'll give 50% capacity for outside venues.
Yeah, and who knows about politicians? So We'll see. I mean, if they like football, then they're going to vote for it,
yep.
So
time will tell, and we hope that happens for all the outdoor activities. And now coming, Gavin Lanning's going to be kicking off actually from the 45 after that penalty, and he's going to drive this one into the end zone. I tell you, he got all that.
That's great. He has improved every week, and I talked to coaches about him before the game, and he's playing 2 and 3 soccer matches a week and coming out and practicing kicking the football when he can, and he's been a great addition to this team this year. It's hard, as we've seen from other teams. It's hard to find kickers.
It is.
It's getting harder and harder.
And he's only a sophomore, so he's got plenty of time left. And by the way, talking about that, our soccer team in the playoffs earlier this week wound up their season with, I know, a tough loss, but they had a great season. Smoky Mountain Conference champs.
Yes, sir. And that's a credit and a feather in their cap. It
no
sure
doubt.
is.
Coach Scott Klein and those guys did a good job. So now Murphy coming out with the football as they run right up the A-gap, Coach. And again, good tackle there on the defensive line by big 72, Sam Bernheisel.
Yeah, it looked like they were trying to run a type of isolation. When I say isolation, it means that one of the backs is leading up into the line of scrimmage for the other back, trying to get a block on a linebacker and knock him out of there so that back can make a cut. It's one of their favorite plays of all time. Going out of the gun this time.
Run
out of the wing.
Yep, here he goes.
Twins, there's the buck. Sweet.
Hands off. Got plenty of blockers out in front of him as they turn the corner. But coming up is Cooper Hyatt to stop him out across the 45-yard line. Big first down with 51 seconds to play.
And there again, it's a numbers game, and they just get us outnumbered on that edge. And when you're trying to get a corner or a safety up to make that play, it's difficult. He's got a long way to go and a short time to get there.
So now they have stopped the clock. I'm not sure why. Now they put 52 seconds. It had 45 seconds a moment ago. Not sure what that's about.
No,
the clock had 45.9, and now they put 52 back on it.
You got me.
That's a strange clock situation, but here we go. They stopped the clock. Now we're ready to go. First down and 10, Murphy. They're going to run to the right side.
Same play again. Just used up the wide side of the field.
And good work over here by Cameron Blankenship to upend him.
Yeah, Cameron takes him down here. It'd be close to a first down. I don't know if they got it or not.
So now Murphy, let's see. The ball went out of bounds, but I think Murphy's going to call maybe a timeout anyway, Coach, with
Yeah, they were just trying to utilize the wide side of the field, running that buck sweep and get those guards out in front of him as much as possible and use his speed.
Talking about the timeout here and talking about soccer, our girls soccer team is going to be hosting Murphy on Monday. So Murphy will be coming to Swain County High School Monday and girls soccer. Then our girls soccer team Wednesday will come back over here to play Tri-County Early College. And those matches are going to be at 6 o'clock. And believe it or not, golf is going on Tuesday. Our golf team's going to be coming over here to Old Union course. It'll be Murphy, Swain, and Cherokee playing. Next week in softball, our girls are going to be at Robbinsville on Tuesday at 4:30. And then a week from today, our girls softball team is going to be hosting Hayesville at home. So, again, we've got girls soccer going on, golf going on, softball going on, and football.
That's unbelievable. It really is. That's how weird it really is right now.
But
I'm glad we're getting the season in. I know it's cost the teams, the numbers of players, kids trying to decide, what they're going to play and all these different things. And so it's difficult.
And I guarantee you, and you know this as a coach, when the players can play, they want to play, don't they?
That's it.
They want to play.
That's it.
No matter what time of the year. Here we go.
Out of the gun again, and there's the wide side of the field. We could see the same type of play. Nope, they're going to try to throw this one out here and get him out of bounds.
Oh.
And he drops it.
He bobbled it, couldn't hang on, goes out of bounds. So kind of bobbled there by McCracken on the right sideline, right in front of the Maroon Devil bench.
Yeah, trying to get a first down out of it right there, and just pick up a short first down, but it brings them to 3rd and 1 now, and trying to throw it into the short side of the field. Ball just kind of took off on him, which was great for us.
Yep. So now from the 45-yard line, Murphy looking at 3rd down and only a yard, 35 seconds to play before halftime. Murphy trying to put points on the board before halftime. Rumfelt under center.
Just read the guard. There they go. Buck sweep again.
Yep.
He cuts it upfield, turned it into
over there. Damian Lossy coming up with a good tackle, and help is on the way.
Yeah, he was picks up the first down. Just there again. Murphy using the wide side of the field, and they're going to try to hurry up and get to the line of scrimmage because the clock should be running.
Yep.
He's not moved the sticks yet.
Yeah, haven't moved. Yeah, the guys over here with the sticks are still on the last play. So, and the Swain High fans not happy about that.
No,
obviously.
Coach Gentry's in charge over there. He's telling the official what to do now, and it's kind of unnerving. I always had a problem with that. I would never let him do that. I'd end up getting a penalty in the course of things. But
now they snap it and ground it with 21 seconds.
And actually, what that young man just did is illegal. He's supposed to turn that ball loose, and
he just kind of put it on the ground.
He put it on the ground. And
he never turned it loose, did he?
Nope, never did. And they should be spotting the ball back at least a yard. If they're going to let him do that, it can't be back at the line of scrimmage.
Yep, you're right.
Because if he doesn't turn it loose, then it's just like a fumble.
Yeah.
If he turns it loose, then it's an incomplete pass, and then the sticks get to stay there.
Yeah, he never turned it loose. He just slammed it to the ground. So now here they go. 2nd down and 10 at the 35-yard line. Back to throw. Rumfelt in the rain. Looking. Here comes pressure. Got guys falling down. Jackson after him. Fires on the run in a crowd. It's going to be out of bounds. But, boy, I'll tell you, Jackson was after him, and also after him was big 81, Bogdanovich, and they were putting the heat on him.
Yeah, Bogdanovich came out of his linebacker area right there when he saw that the quarterback had broken contain and did exactly what he's supposed to. He's got to come out of that zone and turn receivers loose. He can't let that quarterback continue to run.
So now 12 seconds on the clock here, Coach, with Murphy looking at a 3rd down and 10, and they're not thinking about first down. They're going to try to get it in the end zone somehow.
They're going to try to put that thing in the end zone as quickly as possible right here, and probably going to try to throw the ball again out here to the wide side of the field, these twins. We'll see, running it out of the gun. It's going to end up a trip. Nope, ran the fullback trap or the halfback trap this time.
Yep, Eli Waddy hung on, and made the tackle. That'll stop the clock now with 6.5 seconds to play. And
I believe Murphy got a timeout there, right to stop the clock, or otherwise they would have run out of time. They're going to try to put this one. They got 6 seconds. That's 2 pass plays or 1 running play to try to put the ball in the end zone. They have the wide side of the field over here, so you're going to have to kind of defend it. That was one thing that over the years coaching against Murphy, when he had athletes that could run, we set most of our defenses up to defend the wide side of the field. We would give them the short side of the field, not all the time, but more than likely we would invite him to the short side of the field, because you can limit their athletic ability on 1/3 of the field.
That's it.
It's hard to limit it out there on 2/3. So we'd call a lot of our defenses to the wide side of the field, which sounds strange, but it worked. And we didn't care about how they lined up or where they lined up. We were going to defend that grass out there. We put more players to the wide side of the field and then try to read inside for the fullback trap, isolation stuff.
Well, we got some injured players. Connor Driver down there on crutches. Zach Torres not dressing. And looks like we got maybe Ben Payne down there. They're working on him. He's walking around shaking
he's bummed up too. I'm not real sure what happened. I didn't see that. They're going to go out of the gun, go in motion. Yeah, they're going to try to throw this one.
Yeah, looking to the right side.
4 receivers in the route, got a post route.
Down the middle, and it's going to be incomplete, and that's going to run out the clock. And that was a good defensive stand.
That really was. We had their receivers broke their patterns and started running all over the field, Gary, and we continued to cover them, and the quarterback just slung it down there.
So outstanding job by the secondary getting it done. As we go to halftime, it's a 14-7 Murphy lead. Fans, stay tuned. We'll be back at kickoff for the second half. Stay with us.
Buck sweep again. There's a sweep. Make that tackle. Make that tackle. There you go. That's how you play it.
Yep.
Inside out. That's it.
You're rolling, right? Yeah, you guys keep going. You're rolling.
Yeah.
Fans, welcome back as the Murphy Bulldogs come running that buck sweep around the right side, Coach, and we saw some good hand fighting on that play to fight off the blockers.
Using those hands to get blockers off of you. That's key. When those, like I say, they're not coming out there to knock you down. They're just trying to get in your way, and you get tied up with them. If you could separate from them, make a play just like that right there, that's how you stop a buck sweep.
Outstanding job. By the way, if you just missed it, Murphy ran back a kickoff, had a good return, but a penalty brought it back, and here they go running to the left side.
That
this
same
time.
play.
And again, outstanding work over there. And again, looks like 2 times in a row, it's big 81. Nathan Bogdanovich is really getting in there.
Yeah, that's great linebacker play, because what they're seeing and the adjustments that we're making up there is that when instead of waiting on that thing to get to the edge, we're respecting that down block and getting to the line of scrimmage, and that's making it harder on. You're not making they want you to make the decision, run upfield or not. And if you don't do that, they have a hard time deciding where to go with it.
Here they go. Rumpel's going to be in the shotgun. Third down and 11 now.
Wide side going to trips.
Got a man in motion.
Put the same routes. 4 men out. And here's that deep drag.
Oh, he's got a wide open left side of the field. Yeah. Coach, nobody over there. Finally, we came up and got a good tackle over there. And Damian Lossey's over there involved.
He tried to run over Damian over there, and Damian's taking exception to it, and I don't blame him.
Yeah.
But, what goes around comes around.
That's it. That's it. But again, nobody over there, Coach. He had a whole wide open side of that field
Yeah,
until Damian came up.
When you lose contain like that, and the free safety has to come up and make a tackle on the quarterback, that's not a good situation. We got to have a better containment rush on that edge. And what happens is somebody's assigned to contain that side, and when they go inside, he beats them.
So now first down Bulldogs at the 46-yard line. Oh, fumble in the backfield, and the quarterback jumps on it because back there ready to jump on it with him was big Sam Bernheisel. So there's a lost play for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, we got to dig in right here and make something happen.
So now they're going to spot the football back at the 43-yard line. That's going to bring up second down, and it looks like about 13 here, Coach, with 9:40 to play, third quarter.
Yeah, we got an opportunity right here to make some good things happen. We just can't let anybody get loose on these edges. That's really the only place they're hurting us right now.
That's it. Rumfeld got loose a moment ago. That was their only good play
There's
on this drive so
isolation.
far.
Good,
and again,
great play.
Outstanding play.
There's
Damian Lossy.
Damian again reads that isolation, and he came flying.
I tell you, I think he got fired up.
Yeah, he's not having any of it. Right now that hip's not hurting him near as bad because he's irritated, and
what a play.
He plays pretty good when he's mad. So
no doubt.
You got to play mad some.
They only got a couple of yards. It's going to bring up third down about looks like about 11 to go, 9 minutes to play third quarter. And they're taking some time here in this huddle.
Yeah, they're going to try to get the ball out, I'm sure, out here to the wide side of the field, maybe a short route to just try to pick up a first down. They're not going to try to throw the ball upfield. He's going out of the gun again.
Got twins on the right side now as the Murphy Bulldogs. Rumfeld wants to throw a wide receiver screen over here. He cuts back inside, and he's got some running room. Finally brought down by Damian Lossy again. That might have been a touchdown-saving tackle on the play, but it may come back. Coach got a flag.
Yeah, it should be. There should be another one down here for a block below the waist, but back here got him for what else but holding. They're going to hold you. Yeah,
no doubt.
And the big-time play right there. We need that kind of break. So back them up, and, of course, the down will be played over, but that gives them that much further they have to try to go.
So now
that was a quick hitch to the outside right there and just trying to get, like I say, get him to the wide side of the field. That's one of their favorite things to do and get it run.
So just got back on the internet. And by the way, to give you a recap, the Murphy Bulldogs had a great return to open up the third quarter. But again, on that kickoff return, a big penalty flag moved them back. The quarterback has had one good run on this particular series, Coach, but penalties right now keep pushing Murphy back, and that's good for our Maroon Devils.
That's great. Yeah, and they're doing what Murphy normally does. They're going to hold you. They're going to tackle you, block you below the waist, anything they can. They just feel like they can get away with it most of the time. Now they're going got the wide side of the field to their sidelines.
Rumfeld wants to throw, and he throws it too short.
Hop it, and so that'll bring up fourth down.
We should get the ball back, fourth down, and about 20 to go.
Yeah, they're going to have to punt it and putting us in a good situation. If we can handle this ball right here and get a halfway decent return back up to midfield, we're going to be in pretty good shape. We really are, Gary.
Down 14-7, third quarter, 8:02 to play, and back deep is going to be Cooper Hyde. He's been a good return man all night long. And back to punt now for the Murphy Bulldogs is going to be Peyton McCracken, their wide receiver and punter. High snap, but he pulls it down. High, not real deep, not going to be a return. This one's going to go out of bounds over there on the Murphy side. So we're going to get it in really good shape up near midfield.
Right at the 50, and that we couldn't ask for anything any better right there after that stops. And Murphy stopping themselves. We got to have some of that. We've got to have some of it.
Rain still coming down here at Murphy High School. It's been raining pretty steady since the second quarter. And the field is getting a little wetter, but we've seen some guys slip tonight, Coach, but it's holding up pretty good so far.
Yeah, it's doing a lot better than I thought it would by this time. It's still mushy, that much rain. It's still going to go away some, and it's still slick out there.
Here we go. Maroon Devils with the football just inside the 50-yard line. 8 minutes to go, third quarter.
Yeah, we got to hurry up. We're running out of time on our play clock.
Yep,
down to 5 seconds.
Down to 3 seconds.
Trading the tight end over and got it just in time. And Damon didn't even go all the way to the hookup. Took it himself.
Yards.
And he's going to try to run over some folks. Yeah, they've rubbed Damien the wrong way.
No doubt.
This time it was outside veer. He was trying to run. He realized he wasn't going to get there in time, so he just cut the ball up in the gap where the veer was being run.
Outstanding run over there by Damian as he carries down to the 40-yard line. It's going to bring up second down, and we only need a couple of yards here. Second down and maybe a long one to keep this drive alive, as this time it's going to be Cameron and Cooper on the same side over here, wide side to the left. Damian under center, turns and hands off Carson Taylor into the secondary.
Again. Yes, sir.
That's hard-nosed running.
It's a very play. They tried to run before. Tight end blocks down, and they didn't take the dive again. And I really don't understand. I don't know what's going on with Murphy, but they look surprised. It looks like our veer angles are fooling them. We're tighter than what they expect us to be.
And they ought to know because, hey, same thing, they see this veer every year.
They've seen it. They've seen 1,000 of them, especially from us.
Yes, indeed. Here we go. First down and 10. Maroon Devils, 7 minutes to play, third quarter.
Same play,
right
ball's on the ground.
Oh, ball's on the ground. A good drive, and I'm afraid it's going to go Murphy's way.
Yeah, it did. This time they took the defensive end, and he made a beeline for our quarterback. He didn't pay a bit of attention to the dive back. The linebackers stepped up to take the dive back, and ball ends up on the ground. Boy,
that's a tough turnover. We had such a good drive going here with a chance to potentially tie the ball game up, and boy, that hurts.
Yeah, we needed that one in the worst kind of way right there.
And again, walking down the sideline, trying to get feeling better. Ben Payne shaking up. So we've got some guys hurt here tonight.
Yeah,
we got 3 guys down here not playing.
Yeah. Right now, we're grasping at straws as far as putting players in there. We're going to a semi-5 front against this wing. Look, there we go. There we go again. Buck sweep. They started loading the outside linebacker up to the line of scrimmage, and that's giving Murphy problems. They really don't know what to do with him. The wingback doesn't know whether to block him or block down. So when he blocks down, we're not taking ourselves out of it. We're staying on the line of scrimmage, and they're struggling with it, and that's good. And one thing I know about Murphy, and it's notorious, and historically speaking, if you get them frustrated, the wheels will start to come off on them. I'm talking about their coaching staff. They will light into each other, light into these players. I've seen them do it. And hopefully if we can get the ball back and score, that's what's going to happen to them. They'll start getting real frustrated.
Here we go.
There's that isolation again.
And hanging on and trying to get a hand on him. Carson Taylor slowed him down till help arrived. But, one guy, they're having trouble blocking tonight, Coach, and we've seen it already on 2 plays on this drive, number 81, again, Bogdanovich. And they're having trouble keeping him off the play.
Exactly. And what they were hoping right then is we catch our linebackers coming up outside and run that isolation back inside, which they did, and it was effective. But like I say, they lead with the halfback and give the ball to the fullback.
Yep, there goes almost a 6-man front.
There it is again.
A lot of bodies
this time
in there.
With the halfback. Yeah.
A lot of bodies this time coming up to help out on the tackle. Sam Bernheisel in there, Carson Taylor in there. A lot of guys penetrating on that play.
Oh, yeah. Just they get the first down, and that's really all they wanted out of it. And we've got to try to find a way to get a stop or a big play behind the line of scrimmage. And maybe, hopefully, a turnover.
So now Murphy with the football at their 43-yard line, 5:10 to play, third quarter. Murphy up 14-7.
Here's where you see the wingback over here headed out to the wide side of the field.
There you go, misdirection.
Quarterback this time, 4 in the
rolling,
route.
Firing, and he's got his man, and he dropped it. Had it right in the hands of 24 down there. That's Ray Rathburn. And a good pass, but it just couldn't hang on.
Yeah, Gabe Lillard was right there in front of him and stuck a hand up, and I believe that distracted him just enough to get that ball bounce out of his hands.
So, again, the defense doing a good job here in this third quarter, Coach. This score hadn't changed in the third quarter at all.
That's right, and we need to – if we can keep the pressure on them right here, I'm telling you, their coaching staff's going to get frustrated. They don't want a ball game like this. They don't want us in it. They fully expected to blow us out, and it's not happening, and it'll frustrate them. Now we're getting a good look at our defensive front right there. Here comes the buck sweep again.
Oh, almost had him in the backfield. We got him.
Hang on.
There's 72.
Don't let him fall forward.
Sam Bernheisel hung on, and then the help came from Eli Waddy over there and company. That was good defense.
Yeah, as soon as that guard pulled, Sam was following him on his hip, just like he should, and they couldn't cut him off, and he was in the backfield chasing him.
He got a hold of him and wouldn't turn loose. Big Sam Bernheisel, 6'4", 225, and I tell you, that defensive front is playing tough football.
They're stepping it up and walking these outside people up is giving them a fit about where to go with that football.
That's it.
And that's been a good change for them at halftime.
Eli
now
Waddy.
the wide side is over there. They're putting twins into the boundary, trips into the boundary. One of them's going to be going in motion, and he's going to try to get – they're going to try to get out there.
And this time
just
they
like
run to
that.
the left side.
Yeah.
Kind of
With
a
the quarterback.
misdirection play, and the quarterback's getting some blocks, and now he's got the wide side of the field. Only a couple of guys to beat. We finally knock him out of bounds. John Parton and Damian Lossy and company over there, but a lot of room over there, Coach.
There it is again. I'm telling you, don't let them fool you. They put those receivers in the boundary to just try to get you to come over here and cover them. There again, we always predicated ours when the ball was on the hash. We called our strength calls to the wide side of the field, and we were going to outnumber them to the wide side of the field no matter what. And they could put as many players into the boundary as they wanted to. If they put 3 over here, we'd only put 2 over here to cover them because 9 times out of 10, they're not going to throw it over here.
Yep, and they ran it that way the whole way.
Yeah.
So now big play for the Bulldogs. First down and 10 all the way down to our 21-yard line.
Opens up to the fullback trap, and he's going into the end zone.
There he goes into the end zone. Touchdown Bulldogs. Running it in is going to be number 20, John Ledford, the sophomore. And now Murphy goes up 20-7. So, again, that wide side quarterback run made it happen.
It did. That's broke her back right there on that series. And, we just got to hang on the football, make something happen offensively now, and drive the football and keep it out of their hands. And if we can get back on the scoreboard, we're far from being out of this thing.
Oh, yeah. Coming on again is going to be, again, their young lady, Annie Kate Dalton. And she's been perfect tonight, 2 for 2. And she's got plenty of leg. That one's good as well. So now it's a 21-7 Murphy lead, and we're going to take a break. 3:32 to play, third quarter. We'll be back on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Just want to pass along one thing you need to know in case we go off the air here tonight. We're still going to be recording, and the game will be played in its entirety here on the Maroon Devils Network later on. So if you lose us, hey, just tune in a little later, and we'll have the full broadcast and the finish. You can watch how this thing winds up here tonight as Murphy kicks it off. Line drive kick. Going to be picked up by Gabe at about the 18-yard line. Looks like a good return. Got blockers out in front of him, out across the 30. Another good return by Gabe Lillard over there.
Yeah, we'd be able to stay on the air all night long if you'd brought that battery. If you'd remembered to bring that battery, Gary. You forgot the battery. You were in charge of it, and you forgot it. So I'm putting it out there. I'm just saying. I'm just telling folks how this happened.
That's it. I need to get that on my brain. B for battery.
Yeah.
So, that's it.
Yeah, not Gary the Bear, but Gary the battery from now on.
That's it. Bring 2 next time.
Well, what was funny, Joe thought I might have brought it. I don't even know what it looks like. So there.
Here we go. Maroon Devils with the football down 21-7. And we come to the left side, and Murphy's there in a hurry to stop this one in the hole.
Yeah, this time they closed from the outside in on it just as soon as the down block occurred. And the middle linebacker, number 24, he's just flowing over the top. He's reading from dive to quarterback, and then these outside backers have quarterback responsibility.
And Ray Rathburn, number 24, he's been a solid player on this team for many years here at Murphy.
He's a good one. He really is.
He gets after it. He plays running back and linebacker. Here we go, 2nd down and 9. Damian throwing down the right side in traffic is going to be intercepted. Murphy's going to bring it back down the left sideline and forced out of bounds over there. They fumble, but it's going to be out of bounds. And that's a big turnover for the Maroon Devils on offense.
Yeah, we'll see what this penalty is here. We got a flag down, and I'm not real sure what it's all about back here.
This could nullify it if it's potentially
if it's
pass
against
interference.
Murphy. Yeah. But it's we're going to see right here. It's in a vicinity where it could be holding, or it's ineligible on us. So it's declined.
Yeah, going to be declined Murphy football. And, Coach, the rain is still coming down. Not quite as hard as it was. It's let up a little bit, but still light rain. And a timeout by the Maroon Devils with 2:42 to play here in the third quarter, down 21-7.
Yeah, Coach Stevenson's trying to gather his troops in right here and kind of get them shake some of this stuff off now and try to make a defensive stand right here so we can stay in this thing.
That's it. This is a critical juncture in the game right
here,
down 21-7, because if you give up another score just this quick, boy, it can really, that momentum just really changes.
Yeah, it really does, and momentum is a very sketchy thing. You never know how players are going to react. They're just teenagers,
That's
so you
it.
don't know what kind of reaction you're going to get out of them most of the time. Now, some of your older, more mature players, you kind of know them and you know what you're going to see out of them. But there's times that you don't know where the air is going to go out of them or where they're going to stay pumped up about it.
Oh, no doubt. So the Maroon Devils now on defense. Murphy with the football at the 33-yard line. Just under 3 minutes to play here in the third quarter. And remember, if you lose us here, we'll have the entire game on a little bit later as it will be recorded. If you lose the live feed here, right up the gut, here comes Murphy again, this time on the carry. Again, it's going to be their fullback, and again, that's Ty Laney.
Yeah, isolation again, running with this time with the fullback blocking for the halfback, and they run it a gap wider. They're looking for that. They're trying to block that inside linebacker by using the fullback. And the other way they run it is the halfback leads for the fullback. So they've got both isolation plays they can run with both backs.
Our linebackers flipping over to the right side. Again, big key tonight. Bogdanovich has played really well. He gets over on the right side this time. Murphy goes in motion, and they're going to
run. There's the isolation play again.
Oh, good stop in the middle.
Yeah. Yeah, this time the halfback was blocking for the fullback. It's the same type of play. They block it up front the same way. It's just giving the ball to a different player and the other back leading for him.
Carson Taylor has played a heck of a game tonight.
Yeah, that's the one they're trying to isolate. And what you try to teach linebackers is you meet that lead block as soon as you can, hopefully at the line of scrimmage, and then you slide one way or the other. You know where your help is. You know where your tackle's playing, and you're in, and you just try to fill that gap.
Rumpelt under center this time, 2nd down and 1. Bulldogs are going to run this time. They cut back against the grain, and they get the first down and then some down inside the 15-yard line.
Yeah, this time it was to the isolation still. They're just staying with it. They're trying to just run the ball right in the gut. And this is about the time they'll come out with that buck sweep again. So we'll have to watch They run that. They run the fullback trap. They run the isolation at you, and then they come back and they get you sucked down in there and watching for those things, and they'll run that buck sweep then.
This time they're going to load up the right side and the left side. Everybody in tight this time.
And there comes the sweep. Well, the fullback trap. I take that back.
Right up the middle, and getting down inside the 10-yard line again is going to be number 20, John Ledford.
Yeah. Yeah, he hit that quick. I saw the one guard pull, and I thought both of them had, but it's only one guard pulls. It's a fullback trap.
Damian Lossy coming up, and he's played a heck of a game too, even though he's not 100%.
Yeah, you just don't like to see the free safety have to make many tackles because that means they're getting upfield on you.
That's it. Here we go. Could be the final play of the third quarter. 21-7 Murphy knocking on the door. 2nd down from the 7-yard line. 2nd down and goal. One man in motion. They hand off right up the A-gap. Yep. Good penetration in there this time ago, again by Elijah Waddy. And
well, they could possibly get a first down, I believe. Yeah, they did. Yeah, got another first down.
Yeah,
5-yard line.
That's probably going to be the final play of the quarter, Coach. The quarterback already heading for the sideline.
Yeah.
So fans, stay tuned. We'll be back with the fourth quarter. Murphy threatening after this timeout on the Maroon Devils Network. Yep, we're just fans, welcome back. 3 quarters in the bag here at Murphy High School. Bulldogs threatening. First down and goal at the 5-yard line. Got a man in motion. He moves over to the wing. Got double wings here for Rumpelt, and they run to the left side. And a good penetration again. This time, I tell you, Damian Lossy making a lot of tackles coming up in a hurry.
Yeah, that right there was pretty much a buck trap. They didn't try to sweep it. They didn't try to get to the edge. They were attempting to kick the last man on the line of scrimmage out and turn up inside of him. And that's a little different now. They got them both, just like Andrews had. Andrews ran the same thing against us a few weeks back.
And you know they've looked at that film many times.
Oh, yeah.
2nd down and 4 now.
Yeah,
Murphy.
2 tights, 1 wing. They got their full boat in there.
Rumpelt turns, hands off,
Isolation,
and
got him
again,
wrapped up right
boy,
there.
I tell you, great play in there. Again, big number 60, Bryn Jackson, just met him head on.
Yeah, we ran a little bit of a scrape right there then, and when they tried to down block on him, he beat the block. He was across the line of scrimmage and penetrated and hit him in the backfield.
He got him almost as soon as the ball was handed off. Third down and still from the 5-yard line, so they had it first and goal at the 5, now third and goal from the 5 with 1 minute gone here in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, now here's what I don't know if they will or not, but out here's this wide side of the field. And like we say, he loves it. He's got a split receiver out here now. And that wing's over there getting ready to come across just like that. And then
here he comes.
Going to try to throw it in the flat to him right here.
Looking in the end zone, firing, and it's going to be no good.
Nope.
He tried to hit him in the end zone, but just ran out of real estate.
He sure did. And that's really kind of uncharacteristic for Murphy. They would have preferred to run that football in, I'm sure. But
and it looks like they may
try a field goal.
They may try a field goal.
Yeah, they run their kicker out there.
Yeah, Annie Cates on the field.
Yeah, she trotted out there, and they're going to attempt it right here from that angle. That's an ugly angle.
That's a hard angle.
See.
Now she's got plenty of leg, but it's just the angle.
Yeah,
that's
the
really
angle.
tough.
That's right. We'll see right here.
Annie Kate Dalton. This is going to be about from the. This will be about a 20-yard field goal. And she kicks it up again. The angle is tough.
She hit a line drive.
And
right
she hit
there.
it.
Yeah.
And that's tough.
That is.
That's a tough kick.
That is. That's not an easy thing to do. But at least we didn't let them score. And score a touchdown. We're still not out of this thing.
That's it.
But we got to get an offense going. Yeah.
That's it. 10:25 to play. Fans will be back. Stay with us. We'll be back after this break on the Maroon Devils Network. Fans, welcome back. Murphy kicking off now as they lead 24-7 after that field goal of about 20 yards. Again from Annie Kate Dalton. And kicking off is going to be number 40, Cody Carlson. Cooper Hyde is going to bring it back. This is about his third return tonight. And there's a penalty flag already down on the play. Cooper, nice return out across the 20. But I have a feeling
I don't know. I believe that official saw a player fall, and he thought he was blocked in the back. I don't think he was.
He just fell.
I was looking right there. I believe he just fell. And so I'm not real sure. Yeah, he's blocking the back.
Yeah, blocking the back.
I just didn't see it. Maybe he saw more than I did. But that's what he got. That's what he called.
Yeah. And boy, we're starting to see that field starting to get torn up a little more out here, Coach, especially around the 40 to 50-yard line.
Oh, yeah. The middle of the field takes a beating. It really does. And playing between the hashes. And, it's going to get – it'll get worse before the night's over.
So right now, 10:18 to play, fourth quarter, 24-7 Murphy. Maroon Devils, again, good defensive stand, keeping Murphy out of the end zone, holding them to a field goal. Now we've got the football back, and we're going to line up in the shotgun. Two backs. Damian back to throw, has pressure, fires, got his man.
Shot.
Nice shot over here. And is that going to be Cameron or is that Austin? That may be Austin Jenkins, I believe. No, that's Cameron Blankenship.
Yeah, yep. Cameron ran a great route right there. He drove that corner off, and it's kind of irritating that corner right there because he bit on the deep route. And Cameron sold the deep route like he was going to turn up in the middle of the field, and he stuck his foot in the ground, made that cut, and actually went back to the football rather than just running out. He turned back and went back to get the football, and it's hard to defend that. It really is, and that's a great route.
It really was. That was a good cut by Cameron Blankenship. Again, Damian in the shotgun. Maroon Devils, of course, down 24-7. Going to the air a little bit here in the fourth quarter out of necessity. Firing going to be incomplete, but they're trying to get it to Carson Taylor out of the backfield.
Yeah, try to get it to him out of the backfield, and keeping him back there in that gun makes him more dangerous.
Yes, it
does.
I
believe.
It does. He handles it well, and he normally makes good decisions, and he can just scare you to death because he can take off and run.
He sure can, and we'll see him back under center run some more veer in a minute. But if you get them spread out on the field, get Murphy running from sideline to sideline with Damian back there in that shotgun set, and back there with two backs now, and he can run the option out of this just as well.
Three wide, Damian rolling to his left, firing down the left side, ball hanging up on him. It's going to be intercepted by Murphy's number 3, Peyton McCracken. And again, that ball just kind of hung up, and it's going to be brought back inside the 30-yard line. On the tackle is Eli Waddy. But again, that ball just hung up on him.
It did. It hung up in the air. He was trying to get it downfield up the sidelines to Cameron.
Yeah.
And just didn't have enough on it to get it all the way to the sidelines. And
that ball's wet, too.
It's wet, and it hung up and got picked off again.
So now Murphy with the football back, leading 24-7. 9.5 minutes to play and inside the 30-yard line. Tough break for the Maroon Devils as we really needed to score on that drive.
We needed a drive. We just needed to put a drive together and see what happens. Going back to more of a 5-man front here, here they come with the buck sweep. Got Holden out there on the edge, but they're not going to call it.
Cutting inside, breaking a tackle. And, Coach, this is, I hate to even bring this up, but this is where the lack of depth really hurts you because your guys are just worn out.
They are. I mean, you can see Damien back there. He's struggling just to stay on the field.
Yeah.
And he doesn't want to come off, but at the same time, you turn around and look, and there's nobody that can play that position.
That's it.
You turn around and look, that you can put in the ball game. There's really not anybody. So it's not like that they don't want to put somebody in there for him or for anybody out there. It's just there is nobody.
There is nobody.
Yeah.
Again, Murphy with 35 players. Our Maroon Devils coming in tonight with about 18 able to play. We have 3 guys that are not able to play. This time Murphy throws out to the left side in the end zone, and it's going to be caught, and it's going to be touchdown Murphy. And it's going to be over there to McCracken, the same guy who intercepted it.
Yeah, he was. We had halfway decent coverage on him, but when he broke to that flag, he drove us upfield and inside, and then broke out to the flag route. And if we'd have had another step, we could have batted that ball down.
That was close. And again, when the score is starting to get away from us, 30-7, well, the rain is pouring down too. It just started pouring here at Murphy High School after it was just kind of sprinkling a moment ago.
Then for some reason, Coach Gentry decided to fake the extra point and go for 2, and that may be just his way of rubbing her nose in it. He's that way. We all know him.
Yeah.
And he doesn't care. He doesn't care what you think about him, and
that's it.
He never will. So there.
They haven't had a close game this year, and I'm sure he wants to make this one the same way.
Oh yeah, he doesn't want to make it even look like we were in the ball game, and so that's his way of punishing us for staying in the ball game.
Oh, no doubt. Right now, 32-7. Our Maroon Devils were very much in this ball game midway into the third quarter, really.
Oh yeah, and now the rain's really coming down. And,
it's pouring.
And it's tough on your players when we don't have many players out there anyway.
Yeah.
And this is where gut check time comes in, and
you got to finish.
You got to have some kind of pride. You got to finish.
That's it. Got to finish. And again, coming in, 21 players on the roster, but right now 3 guys we know of unable to play here tonight. And one of those, another one, Groenwald, not able to play tonight. So we're 4 guys short. So we have 17 players that can play. Here comes the kickoff from Murphy, and it's going to be Cooper back near the goal line. In the driving rain, out across the 15, out across the 20, and he runs out of real estate and forced out of bounds with 8:41 left to play.
Yep, and we've got to hang on to the football right here and try to put together a drive. This is not weather that you want to be trying to now throw the football much in. So we've got to try to just pick up first downs and see if we can't make something good happen. Break one, score, get back up on the scoreboard again, and stay in this thing.
That's it. Playing for pride right now.
Yeah, keep the fight alive. Don't give it up. Because if Murphy gets you down, they'll go medieval on you. They'll try to destroy your program. They really like to do that stuff.
Oh, no doubt. This time the handoff goes to the right side, and again, they have a lot of people on the defensive line. They've been able to run in and out, so they've got fresh people.
They got fresh people, and that was a veer play to the weak side right there, and picked up a couple of yards, positive yardage, and we'll probably see Damien run the same thing here in a minute and keep it. And he has that option to do that. You don't really tell him to. He just sees what he sees out there.
Damien under center.
Going to run a little trade here now.
Yep.
Could be some outside veer action over here. Nope. He drops the ball on the ground. Gets smothered.
Gets it back and gets hammered. One of our guys who's been sick, Ben Payne, has really had a long night. They're kind of helping him. He's been sick here tonight. One of those players not able to play, and and it just really hurts your depth.
Yeah, like I say, you can't turn around and replace players when you don't have players. It's just not there. It's you don't have a young man that could be a lineman. He doesn't know anything about it. You can't just throw him out there and expect anything like that to happen. So, yeah, it's catch can as far as players for us right now, as far as it goes.
And, Coach, one thing I've got to give a lot of people credit who have worked on this. I think Swain County High School has handled this COVID situation very well. And fortunately, we haven't had a whole lot of players that have been having to deal with this COVID virus. So it's been a lot of work.
Yeah, I don't really know how folks are doing it, how they're keeping it out of their programs. I'm behind the times. A lot
of testing.
I just do what I'm told. My wife tells me what I can and can't do, and how often to wash my hands. She didn't really have to tell me that, but most of the time it's we try to remind each other to be cautious when we're out and about. But that still doesn't mean that you're not going to come in contact with it.
Oh, absolutely. I know, for example, this week in Cullowhee had the baseball team had to cancel some games because of COVID, and the football program was worried about that same scenario because those players know each other and intermingle, and fortunately it didn't happen. So, but I know on these college campuses, they've really had issues all over the country.
Oh, everywhere. And there again, I don't know how anybody's been able to control it whatsoever. And I can't wait until the day comes where they say we don't have to worry about it anymore. But I hope I live that long.
It may be a while, but I know there's constant testing multiple times every week for every athlete on every team in the country.
Yeah, and that's the only way I guess you can keep a handle on it whatsoever.
That's it.
Yeah, we've been real fortunate, and other programs have too. And maybe living up here, it's hit our small communities just like it's hit the big cities. So
yes, it has.
There's no difference.
Yeah, people like I know Kerry Powell has done many hours of work on this project. And here we go, back to live action after the timeout. Damian under center.
Yeah, Murphy went to a three-man front then and trying to use a
down the
linebacker
middle.
to blitz.
Oh, he had a man wide open down there. And 81, Nathan Bogdanovich had him wide open, just led him a little too far.
Brings up fourth down, fourth and about 11.
So we're going to have to punt it back with 7:05 to play here in the fourth quarter. Murphy up 32-7. And coming on, and, I was watching Gavin Lanning. He came out and was working on his kicking. I mean, this kid was kicking field goals from 45 yards.
Yeah, it's
45.
It's unbelievable how far he's come since his first ball game being a kicker out here. That's a
high snap.
That's
he
a
pulls
credit
it down.
to him. A great punt.
Good punt. They're going to fair catch it at the 44-yard line is where they'll take over first down and 10. But you're right. Just watching Gavin, he has come a long way.
Yeah, he has. It's miraculous when a young man makes his mind up to work on something like that. And he's been a great contribution to this team.
Oh, no doubt. Talking about soccer, we want to remind you the girls' soccer team is going to be hosting Murphy on Monday. And then Wednesday, they'll be over here at Tri-County Early College. Those games are at 6 o'clock. Softball next week. Softball will be at Robbinsville on Tuesday. And then a week from today on Friday, hosting Hayesville. And golf is going to be at Old Union on Tuesday with Murphy and Cherokee in golf. So, again, you've heard of March Madness. Well, it's at the high school level this year.
Pretty bad, yeah.
Here we go, Murphy with the football.
And the gun this time, going to run that the sweep again, buck sweep out on the edge there.
Oh, good tackle over there.
Great tackle there by Carson.
I'll tell you, Carson Taylor's played a great ball game.
Came from the inside out, came right through the alley, saw the play the whole way. Once the guard pulled, he tracked him. He was tracking that guard and made the cut upfield on him.
Good tackle.
That's called alley play. I love that.
Ezra Smith, his first carry tonight for Murphy is they've got you look at their team right now. They haven't replaced anybody.
No.
Their starting lineup still in.
No, I'm telling you that's that's Murphy. That's Coach Gentry. He wants to humiliate you if at all possible if he gets you down.
Rumfeldt, the quarterback, still in there. He's going to be in the shotgun, and they're going to try to throw it. Rumfeldt back to throw, aims it for the sideline, got his man. He hits a knee, though.
He lost a couple of yards. Yeah. Threw it out there and was trying to get a screen set up out here with him and threw it behind him.
So now 6 minutes to play in the ball game. Coming out of the lineup now, again, Bryn Jackson. we don't have a whole lot of depth on that defensive front.
No, they're taking using some of the linebackers core they had to make defensive linemen out of them. And
coming in there is Andrew Chavez, one of those.
Chavez is in there, and he's trying to fill in right there and help out on the defensive line.
So now 5.5 to play. Murphy looking at 3rd down and 17. And they try to go right up the middle, but
tried that isolation again.
Carson Taylor
tried the isolation, and we met at the line of scrimmage. Linebacker took the lead back out, and the other linebacker made the tackle. That's just the way you want to do it.
Yep, Carson and Michael Winchester combined with a good stop, and now Murphy's going to have to punt it back.
And we need to sustain something for the rest of this quarter.
Yep,
5 minutes left to go in the quarter. Keep the ball as long as we can and try to punch one in.
So back to punt is going to be Peyton McCracken. And back to return, Cooper Hyatt. Cooper's been a busy man tonight. Here comes a lot of people after the punt.
Yeah.
Pretty good punt. Cooper's going to watch it. Fair catch. And we'll get the ball back at the 25-yard line. First down and 10.
Good, smart move by Cooper right there to fair catch the ball in weather like this. We always tried to coach kids, if it's a high punt like that and it's on a night like this, fair catch as many of them as you can so they don't hit and roll on us, because they're going to roll an average of 13 yards against you when they hit. So you want to try to at least fair catch the ball and end up with some kind of decent field position.
Well, that kills your field position too.
Oh, man.
So the Maroon Devils come out. First down and 10. Again, trying to finish strong.
Weak side veer.
Damian pitches.
Free safety coming up, and then misses him.
Oh, good running over there again. Gabe Lillard doing a good job making a miss.
Yeah, making a miss, making a cut back inside, getting positive yardage. Picked up about 8 or 9 on that play.
Good work for the Maroon Devils out of bounds. 4:31 to play here.
Yeah, we need a couple of more big plays like that and then get the ball across midfield and see if we can make something happen once we cross midfield.
Finish strong, and that carries you over to next week.
It does, and you can't, like you said earlier, you got to stay in the fight because these people want to embarrass you.
Oh yeah, they're going to try to keep on pounding to the last play.
Outside veer.
Oh, slipped a little bit, pitches it behind
on the ground,
and they're going to pick it up.
Yep.
And we tackle him down inside the 15-yard line, but again, big turnover here at the end of the ball game.
Yeah, just pitched it behind him again a little bit, and ball went on the ground, and Murphy's able to scoop it up and return it down to about the 15-yard line, somewhere in that vicinity.
Yeah, so they're going to have it in really good field position here with still 4:10 to play and a 32-7 lead. But, boy, it's that slick football and wet field and those combinations, Coach, we really had some trouble with that option.
Yeah. And especially on the pitch right there. And it's a bad night to be pitching it, too.
Yep, it is. Miserable conditions at the 16-yard line now.
I believe they're actually bringing in a different quarterback. So I think it's number 14. I'm not sure.
Yeah, and that's going to be Cole Laney, one of the Laney brothers.
Yep.
And he and his brother are out there and got a whistle. Timeout. And Murphy's going to call a timeout with 4:10 to go. We'll take a break. Fans, stay with us. We'll be back in just a moment. Fans, welcome back. Murphy with the football. Just over 4 minutes to play here at Murphy High School. High snap. They pull it down and actually fake the handoff and running down near the goal line. And is he in?
Touchdown.
He's going to be in. Again, that's going to be the new quarterback of the ball game, Cole Laney, the sophomore.
Yeah,
kind of a busted play, but they made it work.
Yeah, he mishandled the ball and was trying to hand it off and just pulled it and took off the opposite direction of where they wanted to go with the ball and ended up scoring.
Yeah, so they turn that one around and punch it in. And Cole Laney, surprisingly, the guy who just ran that in at quarterback, is also the snapper for the kicking game.
Yeah, he's going to be doing the long snap for the extra point here.
So Annie Kate comes in, and she has been perfect tonight, has not missed one all night. And now with 4 minutes to play, the Bulldogs up 39-7, and we'll get the football back probably one more time.
Yeah, we need to keep it because and run this clock out as best we can.
No doubt. No doubt about it. Fans, stay tuned. More coming up as we'll be back with those final 4 minutes after this timeout. Fans, welcome back. Rain still coming down here at Murphy High School, but you can see around the stadium, fans are hanging in here. I tell you, one thing about Murphy and Swain, the fans are loyal.
Well, that's just it. And even when you're behind or you're getting beat, moms, dads, fans, real fans, true fans, they hang in.
They're right here. And here comes the kickoff now from Murphy. This one is going to be not a bad kick at all. Cooper's going to take it at about the 10-yard line, bringing it out across the 15, out across the 20. Cuts back against the grain, tries to reverse field, out across the 25, still going, actually lost his feet. They never did really tackle him. He just kind of fell down.
Yeah, I was hoping he could continue on out there to the wide side of the field. They'd kind of all sucked in over here on this third of the field. And
he kind of hurt himself.
Yeah, he hurt himself trying to make that cut.
And he may come out of the ball game here to prevent further injury. Looks like he's kind of holding his left hand, left arm there.
Yeah, left wrist. He may have tried to stick it down to the ground to get some leverage and sprained it.
So now Maroon Devils with the football. Just under 4 minutes to play as we're going to come out running that football here on what could be our final drive. And I tell you, this guy has played hard all night. That's number 32.
Yeah, running the veer there, just rolling those shoulders over and using his hips and staying balled up to run up, get upfield. It's a straight line. He doesn't have to make any cuts till he gets to that second level.
Getting a break now, Gabe Lillard, who has played a solid game tonight as well. Andrew Chavez now in the backfield for the Maroon Devils. But Gabe has played good on both sides of the ball, too.
He's been out there all night long doing everything he could. And same play.
Yeah. Here comes Carson again, and he gets the first down, and it takes about 4 of them to bring him down on that play.
Yeah, weak side veer, just down blocking, and he actually runs right at the tackle's rear end when he sees that down, where that down block is, and tries to scrape right off of it as tight as he can. That's what he's doing.
Cameron Blankenship, one of the blockers out in front this time. He goes wide to the left side, and coming wide to the right side this time is going to be Marcus Young, 82, one of our sophomores, a big tall guy at 6'2". And there we go, staying on the ground. Running hard.
This time it's Chavez.
Yep.
Yeah, running the weak side veer again.
And Chavez, one of only 5 seniors on this team, along with Damian Lossey, Michael Winchester, Bryn Jackson, and Aiden Allison.
Yeah, he's been playing defensive line for us tonight when we needed people out there and playing in the backfield. He's played some linebacker. He's done a little bit of everything tonight. That's what's expected of him with no more players than what they got.
That's it. 2:19 to play now. Maroon Devils winding up the game here. And, again, we're going to be at home with Robbinsville next Friday night. And then after that, a week off. And then the regular season winds up April 9 with Hayesville at home. Got a penalty flag.
It should be offsides on them. We didn't move. I don't know. I don't think we did. Looking down the line of scrimmage here, I didn't see any of ours move, but I guess they said we did.
Didn't see any linemen move.
I just saw their defensive lineman jump over there, and maybe we reacted to it.
So now just under 2 minutes to play. As that's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 now after we move it back 5 yards for the penalty.
Probably stay with the veer game right here. I wouldn't attempt to throw it. I wouldn't think with this much time. So he's just going to continue to run this veer game.
That's it.
Weak
Stay
side
on the ground.
veer again to Chavez.
And again, their defensive line, good penetration on that play. Again, the Bulldogs with a lot of folks they can move in and out of that D line.
Yeah, they're moving folks in and out about every play now, and it's giving they're giving their people the opportunity to play, and we don't have any to give an opportunity
That's
to play.
It. Now coming back in is going to be Gabe Lillard. He comes in for Damian Lossey. Damian is not 100% by any means. As we see him coming off the field, and he's kind of limping, and that hip's really bothering him.
Yeah.
But, boy, he's played tough.
Yeah, we're going to call timeout right here. The play clock was about to get us, and we didn't. We need to try to keep the football for 2 more plays anyway.
But you look out there and you see, again, some of the guys who have just played their tail off. Coach Damian Lossey coming over here. Cooper Heights over here on the sideline as well. And 81 over here. Again, Bogdanovich has played a whale of a game. And, boy, I know it's tough, but these guys have played well.
Yeah, it's one of those things that you have no idea from year to year how many players you're going to have. It hurts my heart really that some guys that should have showed up out here to play this game that love the game, but for some reason or another just decided not to. And whether I can't call it selfishness necessarily, but it could be in some instances. It could be the mere fact that other sports are going on and they prefer those. But
and I've even heard people talk about the COVID. A lot of people concerned, the ball is on the ground again, and it looks like Murphy's going to get it back at the 40-yard line with 53 seconds to play. And, well, those turnovers have really killed us tonight,
yeah,
Coach.
That was the first snap that Gabe had taken there, and he just mishandled it on his hookup with the dive back, running the weak side veer again, and ball ends up on the ground.
So Murphy's going to get it back here for the final minute of play on this Friday night in Smoky Mountain Conference play. And let's see if Murphy just tries to run out the clock, and they're going to split a man wide to the right side again. They got Laney back in at quarterback.
Yeah, they're going to a victory formation.
Victory
they'll take a knee right here and end this thing.
And they take the knee, and I think they'll only have to do that one more time.
One more time, I believe.
And wind this one up. So our final score is going to be Murphy 39, Maroon Devils 7. Been a tough night tonight. Turnovers, and again, just lack of depth. Those two reasons, Coach, really stand out.
Yeah, it's a killer. It really is. And we used to talk about it as coaches all the time. When you turn around and you look and you're trying to find players that you can mix and match in, and they're just not there, then you're in trouble.
You're in
deep trouble.
And that's going to wind it up, fans. Join us again next Friday. We'll be back at home at Swain County Memorial Stadium to take on the Robbinsville Black Knights. Until then, have a great weekend, and thanks for listening and watching on the Maroon Devils Network.